Adam, Leo, and Sam were best friends who loved adventure stories. One weekend, they decided to go on their very first camping trip by themselves. "We're going to become expert adventurers," Adam said proudly. The boys packed backpacks full of snacks, flashlights, sleeping bags, and way too many marshmallows. Early Saturday morning, they marched into the forest wearing explorer hats and huge, confident smiles. At first, everything felt perfect. Birds chirped in the trees, sunlight shined through the forest, and the boys imagined themselves as brave wilderness explorers. Then they tried setting up the tent. The poles bent the wrong way. The tent collapsed on top of them 3 different times. At one point, Sam got stuck inside the sleeping bag while Leo accidentally tied the tent ropes to his own backpack. But after lots of struggling, they finally built the tent. "We are survival experts," Leo announced proudly. That confidence disappeared during dinner. The boys roasted marshmallows over the campfire, but Adam accidentally held his marshmallow too close to the flames. Whoosh! The marshmallow caught fire like a tiny fireball. The boys panicked, waving sticks everywhere, while burnt marshmallows flew through the air. Soon after, a squirrel suddenly grabbed their snack bag and sprinted into the woods. "Get him!" Shout shouted. The 3 boys chased the squirrel deep into the forest, jumping over logs and crashing through bushes. A few minutes later, the squirrel disappeared, and so did the campsite. The boys looked around nervously. "We're lost," Adam whispered. As nighttime arrived, the forest became darker and creepier. Strange noises echoed through the trees, and every shadow looked suspicious. To feel brave, the boys sat around the campfire telling ghost stories. Leo used a flashlight under his face and spoke in a spooky voice. "Legend says a giant forest monster roams these woods at night." Suddenly, crack! Something moved in the bushes. The boys screamed loudly and jumped on top of each other in terror. Marshmallows flew everywhere while Sam hid inside the tent. The bushes shook again. Slowly, a tiny raccoon walked out holding their... The bushes shook again. Slowly, a tiny raccoon walked out holding their missing snack bag. The boys stared silently for 1 second. Then everyone burst out laughing. Later that night, a strong windstorm shook the campsite. The tent nearly blew away. Sleeping bags rolled through the mud, and the boys slipped all over the place trying to save their supplies. It was the messiest camping trip ever. But somehow, working together made everything funnier instead of scarier. The next morning, the boys sat together watching the sunrise while drinking hot chocolate beside the campfire. They were exhausted, muddy, and covered in burnt marshmallow crumbs. But they were smiling. As they packed their bags to go home, Adam laughed and said, "We may not be expert adventurers yet, but we survived the wildest camping trip ever." And the 3 best friends rode home laughing together, already planning their next big adventure. Because they learned something important. Friends can make even the scariest situations feel fun.